Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aiden. Welcome back to another video. Now today, Wishmaker came out. It was earlier this morning, which is very nice. And plus, for those of you who prefer to watch it in the English dub, it was actually out in the English dub for the first time this season, at least as far as it premiering in the English dub. So that is fantastic news. It was so good to finally watch an episode premiering in the English dub, because obviously I speak English, in case you somehow didn't know that from me talking in this video. Anyway, I wrote down some notes as usual as I was watching this episode, so I'm basically just going to be going down those notes. So yeah, let's just go and hop right into this video. Now, overall, this episode is a really good one in the aspect of it teaches people a lesson who are viewing this. Like, I mean, I know their target audience is like, probably typically the younger audience, but this episode I feel like is particularly good for teens, like, maybe in the middle of high school or whatever, who are just trying to figure out, like they've been tasked with, okay, I'm going to be graduating soon. I have to pick a major for college. What am I doing? And I feel like this episode does a really good job at, helping people, not necessarily decide, but it just helps, help them through the process of maybe what that would look like, and know that, everyone's sort of going through the same struggles. I mean, you have some people like Luca who already knows what he wants to do, but then you also have a lot of other people who just have no idea, and that it's okay if you don't know what you want to do, right? You'll figure it out with time. So I feel like that's a really good lesson from this episode, and we don't see that in every episode. So I just thought that it was really nice to see that extra, like, a lesson, and I don't know, I just really like that about this episode. Next thing I wanted to say, or more of ask, I guess, was Alec always this mean? I didn't remember him being, like, that mean. I knew that he was sort of on the, I don't know, not like, if there's a nice spectrum, he's like, maybe not the nicest person out there, right? From Stormy Weather and things like that, he was a little bit over the top with what he was saying, but like, he was particularly mean in this episode. And I mean, he explained why, right? Because he was bullied as a kid, so he sort of goes on to bully other people to hide his insecurities. That's a very typical bully mindset there. But like, was he always that way, or was he just like scaled up in this episode? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments, but I don't remember him always being that mean, so I don't know. Now, Luca is a supporting character. That is what he is. That's what he will always be. And this episode was more proof of that. When he was introduced in season 2, that's exactly what his character was. It's a supporting character. And now we're in this episode. Obviously, we went through that little transition ship period, which did not last very long at all. But, he was helping to support Marinette and Adrian. Whenever Marinette, particularly Marinette, Adrian in this episode, but whenever Marinette has an issue, she can always go to Luca to help sort out that issue. That is what his character is designed to be. The supporting character for the main character. That's his role in this series. So for those of you who are like, ooh, maybe Lucanette still has a chance because, Marinette was still getting a little flustered by Luca. Luca is just a nice guy, okay? That's what he's meant to be, right? He's supposed to be a nice guy who knows what he's doing, so that way he can give support to other characters. That is his role in the show. So no, Lucanette is never coming back. It's not going to work again. It is very clear now that even after Marinette tried to do stuff with Luca, that it's just not going to work. And now that Luca knows Marinette's identity, he could easily be like, hey, I know this thing. Let's try to make it work now. I can understand why it didn't work. Now it's okay because I already know. So it's all good. So he even realizes that, Adrian is the one meant for her, so he's sort of backing off here, and even more so, right? Because he knows that Cat Noir likes Ladybug, right? And he knows that Marinette likes Adrian, right? So we could piece together that, yeah, so these two people are pretty much perfect for each other, so he's gonna back off because he's a nice guy, and that's just what he's going to do, okay? So it's just no more Lucanette, okay? Can we stop that? Okay, I say that as if I don't like Lucanette. It's whatever, but like, it's just not gonna happen, okay? Let's all merge into all shipping the Love Square, okay? Thank you. Now, I don't even know why I wrote this down, but Crocodile Jagged is way funnier than it should be. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's just so funny. I don't know why. It's just the model is funny. I think Jagged's voice is perfect with it. It's then when he's laying on the sand, I don't know. It's just super funny. And then the cucumber, the banana man guy. What's his name? Mr. Banana? I don't remember. But anyway, his dream was to become a cucumber or something. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. A lot of funny things in this episode. Now the final, believe it or not, actually final thing that I want to talk about, which I guess is the biggest thing to take away from this episode, is the fact that Luca learned about Ladybug and Cat Noir's identity. Now I did touch on this a little bit in a point previously, but I'm going to elaborate on it now. A few days ago, when the Miraculous Ladybug YouTube channel released their trailer, I had predicted that Luca would find out Cat Noir's identity. I didn't specifically say that Ladybug would also be included with that, but you know, had she been hit, you know, that is obviously a possibility. So we did end up seeing that. So it was, I don't know, I just always like when my theories come true because yay, it just feels nice, right? Now unfortunately, Gloob went ahead and spoiled everything. So pretty much even before this episode aired, we had already figured out that their identities would be revealed in this episode. So that kind of sucked, and I'll be making a more elaborate video on that very soon. So that was a little bit unfortunate, and I'm not very happy about that. But the point is, we did learn that Luca now knows their identity. So what does this mean for the future? Not much, actually, probably. I don't think it's going to mean much. Luca is, like I said, a supporting character. He's going to do what he can to support the characters. Now, he feels that the best way to support these characters is to just not let them know that he knows, because he chose to keep it a secret from Ladybug. And so, I think based on that fact, we're not going to be seeing the second part of my theory, and that was that, oh, maybe, you know, Luca would connect with Adrian on this, and then Adrian would sort of relate it, you know, be like, oh, now I have a buddy to talk about my secret identity with. Because, you know, I was sort of relating it to Rocketeer, which didn't actually end up having any relevance in this episode, which kind of was unfortunate. But, you know, it's whatever, I guess. So yeah, Adrian is still sort of left in the dark here. I feel like Luca would have been the perfect person for him to, like, to be friends with. And, like, for them to have this secret, right? Because Cat Noir already knows that Luca has, you know, the Snake Miraculous. So, I don't know. I just thought that that would be perfect. They didn't end up doing it, so it's whatever. But yeah, so, you know, as far as what this means for the future, there's not much. It may come up again in the finale, and I'm sure, you know, he will do things that maybe sort of hint that he knows. Like maybe he'll like, ooh, egg on, you know, Adrian to Marinette more, because he knows that since he's Cat Noir, that he should hopefully like Marinette too, maybe. So I don't know, that may end up happening. He may try to get them together because, you know, he's the supporting character. That's what he's going to do. But yeah, compared to the Alia reveal, this one isn't as impactful because he's not going to go around, you know, talking with Marinette or talking with Adrian about it. It's just going to be something that he sort of knows. And especially since Luca is a character that doesn't show up very often, it just means that, you know, it's just going to be sort of there, and we're not really going to see too much of it unless if it is actually like pertaining to a particular episode, because like I said, Luca doesn't really show up unless if he has a big role in that episode. That's just sort of how it goes. But yeah, that's really all I had to talk about regarding this episode. I feel like there should have been more because my list doesn't feel that long. Like, it usually feels a lot longer. I just feel like there were some bigger things in this episode that I wanted to talk about, and there weren't as many smaller things. So I don't know, maybe there was something that I missed that I should have talked about, but yeah, if I did miss something, you can let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. If you did enjoy, you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Look, I'm a cucumber!